So good morning, Doug. Where are we today?
Good morning, Frank. I'm laughing because you've just accused me of being full of bullshit.
Well, only laughing at the truth. Yeah, something like that.
The cat fits.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you want to know?
Well, where are we? What are we doing?
Well, this is Secret Lake number 2.
Okay.
No one fishes here. I haven't fished here for 8 or 9 years, and it used to have carp in it. I think there may be some catfish. I don't know if there's anything in here, so we're sort of on an experimental trip, Frank.
Okay, exploratory, reconnaissance trip, is that it?
No, experimental.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, so we'll chuck it and see. I don't know if there's any fish in here.
Okay.
But it's...
it looks nice.
No one would ever find it.
Oh, okay. All the Sherlock Holmes immediately race to Google Earth.
That's right. I've been on there for 18 hours and I can't find it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, might be in New South Wales.
It could be.
We said we're in South Australia, haven't we?
No, we didn't say we're in South Australia. That's a good point, Doug.
So there you go. We could be anywhere.
Could be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Lots of reed beds, lots of overhang vegetation. Water looks reasonably clear, although there's a bit of algal scum on the top. But then there's scum on the bank too, so... I think someone took that personally.
Tight lines, Frank.
Yes, alright, Doug. Best of luck.
Tight lines round your neck.
There's a little bit of an island out here in front of me, so Doug says from previous experience, which in his own words was some years ago, he caught fish close up to the island. So we'll give the unweighted, we'll just go halfway with that one. And I'll put a worm on the feeder and cast out towards those reeds. In here an hour and not a sniff. So do you think it's possible that this lake is so secret even the fish don't know about it?
It's possible, Frank, because we haven't seen a cormorant or a heron or a pelican, but there used to be some really good fish in here, so I'm presuming they're still here. Perhaps we need to be patient.
Not my strong suit.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh.
No. After a while I get a bit antsy and I go for a walk or something.
Do you?
Yeah.
When you do that, I'll catch a fish.
Probably. Yeah. Well, you probably want to hurry me up then.
No. No, I think they'll...
well, it's certain...
I think something will happen if it's going to happen.
Well, that's... yep. Okay. That's... was that Captain Obvious?
What did I just say? I can't remember what I said.
So if something's going to happen, it'll happen.
Oh, yeah,
or something silly. Like that. Yeah.
It's silly, really, isn't it?
Possibly.
A silly statement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though.
Yes, I know what you mean. I think. But nothing so far.
Nothing so far.
But it's a nice spot to be, so we'll stick it out, won't we, Doug?
Certainly will, Frank. All the best. Tight lines and all that.
After what I called you, I'm surprised that you're talking to me.
Water off a duck's back.
Okay.
Is, yeah. Can you swim?
Yeah, not bad actually.
2 hours later.
Well, coming up on 2 hours, and Doug might have had a bit of interest on his float, which is out where I'm pointing with the rod tip. My worms are untouched. I'll just freshen them up, and the unweighted line hasn't been touched either. So it's a bit disappointing that there's been no action so far, but it certainly is a nice day to be out. Where's all the fish, Doug?
Out there, Frank.
Ah.
3 hours later.
3 hours, Doug, and we still haven't got a fish.
No.
I've got a horrible feeling this is going to be a donut.
Yeah.
it's looking suspiciously that way, which is a real shame because it's a nice spot. Then the water doesn't look at all dirty or polluted, and you know, some nice reed beds and all that sort of thing, but there has been absolutely no evidence of fish. No rings, no ripples, no splashes, no fishes mucking around in the reeds, no jumping, nothing. So a bit disappointing, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Anyway, we'll stick it out a bit longer, but if nothing happens in an hour, I think it'll be an early finish.
Should we give it to 11 o'clock?
I think so, Doug.
Yeah, then we'll go down the pub and get drunk. What do you reckon?
Well, that might be what you do, Doug. I just accept it. Take it on the chin and look forward to the next trip.
I don't drink, Frank.
No, I know you don't, so I don't know why you're saying it.
Just for effect.
Yeah. Typical pond scum. Doug is on. That's a nice fish. Looking at heading out there past the reeds. Ooh, Doug, he's gone. Well, what's the time? 10:30, so spot on 3 hours.
10:30?
Yep. Spot on 3 hours, we've got the first fish. You want me to bring your float in?
Yes, please.
Who put the reel handle on that side, Doug?
Father Christmas, actually.
Jeez. Who does? Who fishes like this?
Andrew does.
Yeah, well. Yeah. No comment. No offence, Andrew.
So there are fish in here.
There are fish. Well, one that we know of, and that was that cast that you thought, well, that's a bit close to the reeds, wasn't it?
That was about a foot off them reeds.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a fluky cast, actually.
Wow, it's produced a fish, so not that much of a fluke. Right, so Doug just said he's not sure about the size of it. We haven't really had a good look at it yet, but it seems solid.
Not that big, actually.
No. It's a goer.
No, it's not bad.
I do think you're making a bit of a meal of it, Doug.
Do you?
Yeah. I know it's the only fish that's been spotted all day.
No, it's not that big.
No.
It's not bad. I'm happy. Well, I'm happy with anything, actually. I'd have been
Yep.
happy with actually yabby, but... Ooh.
He's took one look at you and he's off.
Let's have a
What do you reckon? About 6 pound? 3 kilos?
Yeah,
3 and a bit?
like that.
I'm sure you'll weigh it.
Yeah. Well done, Frank.
He's in, Doug. He's in. Oh no, I can feel the weight of it. That's more like 4 kilos.
Yeah.
At least, maybe even a bit more. Well done, Doug.
Thanks.
You're on the board.
I'm on the board, yeah. Wow, that's a nice fish, actually. 4.36.
4.36, I
Yeah.
see that. So 4.36, well I said it was bigger than 3 as soon as I picked it up.
Yeah.
Well done, Doug.
Thank you, Frank. Size of the tail.
Yes, long skinny one.
Yeah.
Well done. And when the fish took the bait, as you probably would have noticed in the footage, there was a big eruption right next to the reeds there. I'm at the end of this reed bed here. I'm not quite as close as Doug was over there, but absolutely nothing. So I think we've had a bit of a chat about it, and we think that perhaps there's not that many fish in here, or if there are, they're at other points of the pond. And certainly there's been no signs other than that take.
If there's big ones like that, there'd be small ones.
Yes, that's right. If there's 10 pounders in here, there's bound to be small ones. but not for us today, it would seem. So Doug, is that lunch?
No, this is Gordy and Baz's golden black sweet corn. I didn't open it today. I'm sorry, lads. I know the sales have gone up, especially in Canberra, because they listen to any old bullshit there in Canberra, and they've sold, I think last month they sold 2 cartons, 2 big boxes instead of 1.
Are you having a go at any particular viewer here, Doug?
No.
No, okay.
Not who?
Oh, well, I thought you might suggest someone.
No. So we didn't use it today, but after Christmas we'll get back into the sweet corn and the bread and see how they go with the sponsorship.
How are we going with the worms? We got anybody who wants to give us worms?
No.
Maybe you need to contact Janjuk and see.
Janjuk?
Yeah.
But they already do Robbie, don't they?
Well,
They, Robbie would get upset, wouldn't he?
yes, but this could be the South Australian angle, Doug.
Yeah. Or could we get the worms that Robbie doesn't use?
Or the second-hand ones.
The second-hand ones. Yeah. Once he's put the hook in and it doesn't take it and that, could he take them off, put them in a pot and send them to us? We could use them, couldn't we?
That's a bit povo, Doug.
Is it?
Yeah.
I am povo, friend. I'm a pensioner.
Well, 11:15. Doug had a bit more float movement, which came to nothing on the feeders. My feeder out there hasn't been touched. My unweighted baits, which are about 2/3 of the way across the island, haven't been touched. We've used lots of ground bait. There just don't seem to be many fish here. In fact, I'd go so far as to say there's only 1 fish here and Doug caught it. So anyway, that's the way it goes. Very short, sharp and shiny this time. It was always going to be hard to live up to our last trip to Bundaleer. So hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.